Okay, welcome to Mrs. Anderson's Eats and Treats. You're going to be learning today about knife skills and about knives. So before I get started on our knife cuts, we need to set up our workstation. I'm going to go in the cupboard, get out 3 bowls. Okay, one is for your waste. The second one is for usable product that doesn't fit the cuts that you did and that I want. And then the third one is the one for us to put our product, the cuts that we wanted to have. The first cut we're going to do is we are going to do the potato cut. You need to wash and peel your potato. How many of you know how to peel the potato? You should be able to. There are different ways. You can do the slide across way. I prefer the pull towards me way. Gonna make short work of this. Doesn't take long. Turn it over. Now, when you're doing this, I prefer you do it either in your sink or on your over your cutting board. If you use your cutting board, you're going to want to put paper towels down. That way you don't contaminate your cutting board with the dirt off of the potato. Now, once your potato is peeled, go back and make sure you've got all those eyes taken out of it or off of it. If you have a blemish, we can cut that out. Okay, so I have my potato, it's ready, it's peeled. If you hold your knife like this, you're not gripping it correctly. So what you want to do is you want to put your fingers, you don't want to put your finger on the top and do this. You're going to put your finger here on the edge of the bolster, your thumb on the other side. You're going to wrap your 3 fingers around and grip, have a pretty good grip on it. Now, I hear a lot of this. You should not hear any noise when you're cutting. All right. So on the potato, the cutting motion, it's curved on this edge. And so it's a rocking motion and you're cutting away from you. So it rocks down and away like a wave. You're using the shape of the knife to make the cut. Now I'm not cutting my potato using this front third of the knife. I'm going to be using this back part of the knife. The first cut we need to make, first of all, the claw. If I do this and have my hand here and I am working my way towards this, I'm likely to cut my fingers. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to use what's called the claw. You're going to tuck your fingertips under and your blade will rest and travel along that flat part of your knuckle. And that's how you do those cuts. So, using the claw, the potato wants to roll, so we need to level out our potato. I am going to try and I want to just see the back or the spine of my knife, and I'm going to try and go straight down. If I can see either one of the edges, my potato or my knife is not going to give me a nice straight cut. So this piece is set over there, and now I've got a flat edge to rest my potato on. This is actually usable, but we're not going, so it's going in there. If you can see the knife, on the knife you see all of this starch that builds up from the potato. When you wipe your knife, wipe from the back. And so on the knife cut, I'm going to pull back and then go forward. But I'm trying to make it look like a cube of butter on 4 sides. Not the pointy ends, but on the other ends. So, cut it down, roll it, okay, and then try and square it off, and then down. And then I'm going to square it off Now, I know that it looks a little weird. And in some places it won't be square, so I need to take a little bit more off this edge to make it so that I can get nice even cubes or dice. All right, so now it looks a lot better, I believe. And I'm going to wipe my knife again. We're going to, now you're going to be making steak fries. So we're going to take this, because this is a large dice, and we are going to go right down the middle. You can use the back of your hand on the blade of the knife. I'm going to take those, set them next to each other, and then I want to do the same thing. I like the cut end down. I'm going to do the same thing, find the center, put the point down, follow through with the back of the knife. Okay, and point down, follow through with the back of the knife. Now, these would make some really good steak fries. They're big, but you could do that. But they're not cubes yet. So, because this is such a big potato, we need to square it off a little bit more to make it so it's a dice. All right. But why, Mrs. Anderson? Why? You're wasting so much potato. Why do we have to do it that way? If you want to end up going to culinary school, they will tell you why, but it's for presentation purposes. Cooking and having them the same size when they're cooking and when you're finished makes all the difference. And then these other pieces would cook at a different, they'd be mush by the time these ones were done. So we want to make sure we are doing the right thing. So those are still usable products. I'm going to use them to thicken my soup, but I'm not going to use them for my presentation. All right, so now I'm going to, you want to slice some cubes. This one's a rectangle. It also had a little piece that was cut out of the corner. So I'm not going to use that because I don't want to grade you on something that's not what it should be. So I'm going to put this one here because I want to slice it the same length. Now, it's close. If it's not perfect, that's fine, but I just want you to try your best to make consistent cuts with your knife. And you notice I'm cutting away. You don't hear a lot of knife cuts. All right, so those, some good cuts. They're there. These ones, this one's missing a corner, this one's missing a corner, they go here. And then you go on to cut the next one, okay? I'm going to trim it a little bit more because I didn't do that with this one. This one I'm going to cut by itself because I want to make sure that I have nice even cuts. Okay, this one's just a little bit off. I'm picky for me. I'm not that picky for you. I'm picky for me. So trim this one off and square up the end, and then I'm going to, let's see, looks good. So the difference is a large dice, a medium dice, and a small dice all depend. If you think about a dice as in a six-sided cube, that is what you're making, and you want them to be about the size of a cube of dice. So these ones, I'm looking for on the potato, 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. All right. When I'm done with my cut, I wipe my knife, I wipe my board,